Пролетает, ушла с кукуряк, смизухар всяка, локва на слънце блести. Тя раздава цветя и на млад, и на стар, да я срещнеш, готов ли си ти? Пролет, пролет, слънце и смях, дай ми целия свят. Искам светлата шир, само радост и мир. Okay, тази песничка. Sorry, in English. This song is a song that I used to sing, and I remember there are not many, if not any, that I remember from my childhood when I was signed up for the city choir, and my grandma was bringing me faithfully twice a week. It was actually 3 times a week. Twice was a vocal lesson, and on the 3rd time was notes. And I hated it. I hated to learn about notes, but because I was too small, still too young, and I couldn't write and read yet. But I actually learned to read notes on the five lines before I could read Bulgarian. That's wow. I just realized that now. Anyway, so that's one of the songs that we sang, and it was like about this time, February. And in Bulgaria, usually deep snow in February, but I guess the city choir had multiple times during the year concerts in the city hall, and I guess it was a song to cheer you up about spring coming soon and the snowdrops. Is one of my favorite flowers, by the way. It's a winter flower. It grows in the snow. Sorry about the loud. I have 2 toddlers that are everywhere. And it was just like, I remember we were on fire singing that song about the spring coming and how the puddles are shining on the sunshine and how there are flowers everywhere for you and me, for old and young. It was just really, really, really beautiful song. I am cold, so I'm gonna keep the room warm here. But the kids are running all over the place. I'll let them sometimes. It's really cold in this morning, but it's gonna be 11 degrees Celsius when it's sun. So I'm just waiting for another maybe 30 minutes, and I'll just take the babies out to play. And anyway, so I just wanted to start with that. And future me, I wish to remind you of, I just felt like today I just wanted to share with you, when you watch in the future those videos, and remember how one of your weekdays before you started work again after 5 kids starts and finishes, because it seems like it's always the same. And I believe lots of moms could relate to that. But I wake up with them, or without them, just sneak out, and they still sleep, and I go first to the bathroom, and by that time the boys are already getting ready for school. Hopefully they eat breakfast. If not, they're usually fighting for something or not, sometimes exchanging bad remarks or not, reading the scriptures or not. My baby boy would usually come right after me, and he demands to be held. Recently, like before, he used to be good. He just used to come, on the wood floor with his teddy cute fluffy feet, and he would come and he would just sit on the couch and he would just be like content. But recently he just demands me to hold him. Last night was really hard to hold him and trying to make some dinner at the same time, so it was really hard. But this ball girl, she loves balls. I mean, they love balls. Okay, you have the basketball and the ping ball. Good. Okay, go play. Play. And so the boys go to school. They leave the house at about between 7:20 and 7:25 in the morning. It's super cold outside. Like this morning, there was frost on the grass in the field across of us. So it's really cold. they go to school, and I usually grab the other baby, my baby girl, and she could be sleeping still more on the couch in her fluffy blankets and fluffy PJ, or not. Usually my baby boy starts eating first because he's thirsty and hungry. He always thirsty and hungry, and then she will just get up, come here to her chair, and she'll climb up and she'll just start eating too, like quietly, no fuss, no nothing, just smiling and cute. Sometimes though, if we forget to bring from the bedroom, from the futons, if we forget to bring her 2 blankets and the star blanket, so 3 blankets and a monkey, if you forget one of those items, she would sit on the couch and cry and just point towards that room. And so we have to get up and go and get it, and then she's content. So after they eat breakfast, I will open the door for you. Don't worry, mommy will open the door for you. I see your hands are busy. Your hands are really busy. Okay. All right, go play. I usually keep the door closed because it's cold and the AC is working, the heater is working. But so they would eat their breakfast, and while they're doing that, I would either probably eat with them or wait for them to finish their stuff. Probably would go change real quick if I can. If not, I do it after them. Get the first load of clothes from the laundry in a basket and load it there where the dog is, so I can take it out when I can. And then start the second one, and after that I come back, change their clothes and diaper from all night. Take the PJs. Sometimes they're wet, sometimes I have to wash them afterwards, sometimes not. Start the Cocomelon, hook up my phone on the TV, start the Cocomelon or the Disney Junior or something, so they can watch, sit down on the couch, watch, put their toothbrushes in their mouths, and so they start brushing. And when they're watching something, they open their mouth, easier for me to brush too. So I brush their teeth. They have all their teeth, so it's really, really great. After that, while they're watching, I either wash the dishes first or take the laundry out first, the first basket. Then I take the second basket after the dishes. Sometimes I don't wash the dishes. It depends on how painful it's to... I put a glove when I wash, but it's still painful. Like, I crack everywhere. And so that's that. Then fold the laundry from the previous night, if I didn't do it last night, and put it in piles. Sometimes I take it to their boxes, sometimes I don't. Then by the time I brush my teeth and wash my face, which doesn't happen every day, it will be about this time, like 10:30, depends. I'm still waiting for my third load of laundry today, because that's the clothes of their father who goes jogging and whatever. I cannot really fit in one load all 7 people's clothes anymore. It's 2 or 3 loads and full to the top. And so, because winter clothes are like baggy and fluffy, and anyways, so let me check on them. That's that. And okay, they're playing. The dog is barking, the babies are playing, everything's fine. Then after that, I usually let them play around here in this big mess. I let them play, hey, and I take care of some more laundry. In between, I try to listen to something on YouTube that is like spiritual and inspirational. If not, we just put the socks on, jackets on, and socks on, because they don't wear socks. They don't believe in socks also. And so we go out and we take a walk. Then we play in the sandbox across the street. Come here, eat lunch, and then they play some more around the house or upstairs, just like around. And then we start reading books on the couch, and then they start dozing off and eventually start napping. By that time comes, it's around 2 or 3. And if it's 3, then their youngest brother comes home. One would be asleep, or both will be asleep, or if not, if they don't sleep, one brother start coming home, they just forget about sleeping. They just collapse after dinner or right before dinner. So when the boys come around 4, all of them, they do their Japanese homework, and then we one by one we do the English homework. So far what I'm using is, okay, I'm just leaving the laptops like that. So I'm using this. I got those from Costco in Japan. This is third grade. I have kindergarten, first, second, third grade. They're in third grade now. My fifth grader is in fourth grade now. So we do just the grammar and the reading and the writing. We don't do science, math, and maps. They do math differently here. How they solve the problems is differently here from how I grew up. Pretty sure the States is different too. But you know, same result with math is always cool like that. Okay, do you want me to open upstairs? I can open upstairs too. Okay, but just be careful, okay? I know when you're moving you're not cold, but mommy's cold. Oh, okay, you have your books? Okay, that's great. Do you want to go up and play? Or you want me to hold it? Okay, I'll hold it for you. I'll keep it in the kitchen, okay? Okay. So, you know, we started doing homework yesterday. My oldest weaseled out of it, and so he's gonna get it today. Because they do that a lot, by the way. They know that if I don't do homework with them before I start the dinner, I'm not gonna have any more time to do it, and so they know that. And when I see him starting reading in the text in English, and he starts like hurrying up when I'm it's like really weird and annoying way of telling me that I have to hurry, and he's rushing it out so he can start at 5 o'clock playing with his friends online, because they set up an appointment, you know, to meet in the Fortnite game at 5 p.m. Well, if he's not done with his Japanese homework and English homework before that, he starts rushing really hard. And it was already 5. It was like 3 minutes to 5 or something. He was rushing, and so I just stopped, and I was like, that's not how we learn English. This is not how it's gonna work. So if you have an appointment with your friend, go ahead and do it. They play for an hour during the weekdays usually, except Wednesday. Today's Wednesday, so they come home early, so they have more time, and they used to go to play in their friends' houses, but now with the corona again being in town everywhere, people stay home and play online. So yesterday I let him play, and then he did not come back to me to do homework because I was already doing the dinner. And there's so much to do. Like, I have to get the laundry from outside, have to get the dog out, have to set up start the bath, filling up the bath, and set up the stones down for the dinner for the evening. And then the babies, they need attention. They always hungry before 6 o'clock, so I have to think about their dinner first, set them up here on the table, they eat first, or with us after. Like, they just come and go, you know. They don't sit down and eat dinner and finish. They come down, they would make a circle or two, they will start playing. I'll remind them to come back and eat. And so it's like, for them it takes like an hour and a half to finish everything. Somebody would drop a bomb before that, and I'll be like rushing them to the bathroom so I can wash them, you know, so it doesn't stay in their diaper for a long time. And they their bums become red and rushy, kind of like I use a lot of baby powder to keep their bottom dry. It works that way. In the summer is bad though. It's like I have sprays that I use, and they're very, very effective for rashes and stuff like that. So after we eat dinner, which usually for the oldest one happens like 3 bites, gobble, 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 and done, and then back to his game or computer. So if he finished his 1 hour of game, then he sets up his computer and his big earphones, and he just starts watching other people playing Fortnite or whatever games they play on YouTube. So they're supporting the YouTubers in Japan. Yay! The other two, the same thing. They would play with the babies a little bit. My middle guy from the oldest 3, he would take them to the back rooms, and they will start the one AC that is there to hopefully warm up or make the air a little bit more breathable if it's not too cold, so you don't see your breath. That is a much smaller unit than this one, and trust me, it can work for 5 hours and eat your energy and electricity up and doesn't do any job. So, but they are now practicing the piano every day, that the piano teacher told them, so that they can be ready for their spring concert. I don't know how it's gonna be. Last time was, yeah, you just go there and sit when your kid is performing, and then there's this TV outside, so social distance thing, right? So we are done with the bath with the babies. I put their PJs on. They start running around. Probably, if not finished dinner, finishing dinner. The other three on their computers, like sinking in that couch. And there's like space for 3 people to sit down there and sink down with their laptops. I turn on the TV for the baby so I can wash the dishes. The other 3 start taking turns going to the bath. Again, my middle guy, he tends to stay there until he turns into sponge. He usually brings Lego stuff inside. Just, if that's what he enjoys, I let him, as long as it's not more than 30 minutes, because it's like a lot of time and it's not good for him. And then by the time I finish with everything, literally with everything, it's about 9. And at 9 o'clock p.m., I'm trying to, like at 8:30, I tell them to stop with the screens. So they start playing with the babies, and the babies get so euphoric. They start running in circles, and they scream and they jump, and then they love to play with their brothers. So that's like 30 minutes. Like maybe I'll be finishing the dishes at that time, or like setting up the rice for the next day, or whatever, and putting laundry away, whatever, I don't know. And sometimes on Fridays I even start the boys' all uniforms and stuff from school that has been for the whole week rotating. I just put everything in the washer. It takes 2 or 3 loads, and then I take them outside at night to dry. And then the next morning, if it's a sunny morning, if it's not rainy, it doesn't work if it's rainy, but if it's sunny or cloudy, even, they are semi-dry or dry completely. I purposely put the new laundry like after 10, so those things outside already dry, so I pile them up for ironing, which usually their father does on Saturday or Sunday. And it takes forever to iron everybody's everything, because 5 white shirts times 3 people, everything times 3 people. So anyways, so at about 9:30 we go say a prayer, either here in this warm room or up there in the cold, and they play some more goof off, and we maybe discuss something that happened at school, or a scripture that we read that we discuss and stuff like that. Like sometimes I would find myself talking about drug addiction and alcoholism and what's not really good to get into even as a teen, like we're talking about things like, the astronauts. We're talking about, like, it depends what we feed our minds with. Like if we watch the movie in the weekend, or we talk about Encanto. My youngest of the 3 other older boys, he loves to sing the Encanto songs all the time. So it's all about Bruno and Mirabelle, and just really, really, I love it. He also likes to dance on this particular song of BTS. I don't remember what was it. It's just like really kind of like fast and kind of like angry kind of song, but like with good dance rhythm. And so he loves it. He just keeps playing. He also plays the songs that I realize that he watches on YouTube, things that are not necessarily in Japanese. He likes music videos. Like he likes Sing 2 is a coming up movie. They have like trailers, or I don't know, songs that Johnny the gorilla sings, and he loves that song, and he plays it and sings it, and the babies come around him, and they love music too. Like my baby boy loves music, and he dances, and he's just really cute. So yeah, everybody, I like when I see their personality coming out, not just like a zombie with earphones watching something and just taking in, but like not really communicating with others. I don't think that's really good. So that's why I tell them 8:30, that's it, finish. Have some real people conversations and stuff. So my oldest will probably come around while I'm washing the dishes there, and he'll just come and talk to me about somebody made him angry or upset, or what the teacher, or he learned something new, or he helped something. So whatever's in their mind. And by 9:30, I mean, they're still talking in their room, which is totally normal. And then I'm with the babies racing around me. And recently though, they learned that when mommy goes under the covers, they come under too. They stick their cold feet next to my legs, and and sometimes they drift away easily. Sometimes we have to watch something. We try to watch, songs, primary songs. Their favorite is Child's Prayer, and I love to see the tempo because we play them the most, and they're really, because we have the books, illustrated books with it, and so it's really, really cute. And or Cocomelon or Disney nursery rhymes, lullabies, whatever. And then I start watching something if I want to, like something from Gospel Insights, or something on Netflix, like this show I love to watch right now. It's Hallmark production, which is clean language, beautiful portrayed people, very beautifully portrayed people, educated and nice people who treat people like people. There is no trash, there is a conspiracy here and there, but like not a lot. It's like normal people's relationship. It's called Chesapeake's Shores, and I love it. I just love this lifestyle. It just, like, when I insert my brain into that reality, I just forget about this misery here, and it just makes me, my brain calms down, and or like I start getting the emotions that those people go through in the story. And so it's just really nice. And then by the time I finish the episode, because they're pretty long, like 45 minutes, I don't know, I'm not sure, and then the babies are asleep, and then I just hug them and cuddle them and make sure that they're covered up, we're all covered up, and we just fall asleep. And that's, like, I think the moment when we get under the covers with them is my favorite time of the day, because I can call it, it's not really me time because I still have them with me, but I also don't mind them being around me. And sometimes it will be like they don't fall asleep and I'm like, what's going on, and start smelling. So I'm like, oh, somebody dropped a bomb, so I have to go back in the kitchen, wipe them, or wash them even, because I don't want their skin to be infected. So I wash them up, put some powder, and we go back to bed. If that's my baby girl, my baby boy will follow. He's just my shadow, a sticker. I don't know what to tell you guys, or future me, but he's like that. And if it's my baby boy, I have to watch. My baby girl stays alone there. She's fine. She stays there. She knows she's not alone and will come back. Oh, why she understands so much more. Anyways, yeah, that's about my day. And sometimes instead of going for a walk in the mornings between 10 and 10:30, which I have to start doing now, we would go shopping. And if I go shopping with them, then they stay in the car. However, yesterday we went to the mall because I needed to get socks for the boys for the new school year. They have to be black or dark blue, and so I got 2 pairs of each for each kid, which means 12 pairs of socks. They sell them by 2, so two blue, 2 black for each kid. So that's 12 pairs. And since we were there and they had a crappy morning yesterday starting the day, my oldest was so emotional. He snapped, and I don't know, he didn't eat breakfast, so I felt bad. And my sister suggested, like, he is a good kid, just do something special, something nice. So I got them from Mr. Donut, which is the only donut shop here that they don't have Dunkin' Donut, but Mr. Donut is okay. They had like those special Valentine's kind of donuts that were heart-shaped, and they were the cream inside. It was like, it's like they halved it and then they put cream inside and they put glaze. It was just beautiful. I mean, they were beautiful. They were expensive too, but they were beautiful. So I got 7 of them, and the babies and I ate ours, and then the others ate theirs too. But so we went to the mall. When I go to the mall, of course I cannot leave them in the car for so long. No way. It's just no. So they came with me, and lots of grandmas just stop. Like yesterday was one lady walking towards us, and she stopped and looking at me like walking with 2 babies, and she's like, kawaii, which means like cute. And another one in the grocery store area where you get groceries, she looked at my baby girl. She was sitting in those cars that have like for the baby to sit. So she was sitting there, and then her brother was pushing her with me together, and she saw the baby girl, and she was like, oh, so cute. And then she saw my baby boy afterwards, like as we were passing. She's like, oh, there's another one, so cute. I'm like, oh gosh. And my baby boy is blonde, so he doesn't look much Japanese. He probably, the eyes maybe, but like he's blonde, and I'm not even blonde. This is not my real color, and it's white. But I was never blonde or like light hair. My sister was more light haired. But my grandma used to be blonde with blue eyes, so I guess I just got the gene from through my mom and just carried it. I guess my gene is stronger than the Asian gene, which is black hair, but could also be that he's still young, and he can change his hair, probably change to darker as he grows up. Anyways, so that's that. They adore them. But if I go to the grocery shops, which I go to two, 3, 4 maybe special ones, I get certain things, I leave them in the car. I go quickly, grab the stuff and check out and come in the car. Usually leave my phone with music. Usually the puppy dogs from this engineer, they love the puppy dogs, Bingo and Rolly, and so they listen to music. Sometimes they would fall asleep. Like, they know they're together, they're with each other. If I had only one, I'd probably always keep a carry on with me, but they're two. So, and I leave the engine on and lock the car, so it's all good. But that's and then we come back around lunch or a little bit after, and then if they're asleep and still asleep when I come home with the groceries, I'll put the groceries away. They're sleeping in the car, and then I'll bring them here. They will usually wake up and start eating or playing, and then they don't sleep anymore until the evening comes. So it's always different with them, is the first, but I try to, go with it, along with it. It's just whatever it is. And some days are more tiring than others. I realize when if I go out somewhere with them, not just walking around, but like if I go somewhere, drive somewhere far, like to the mall, in the evening I get more tired and just more irritated and just want to be done with the day. If it's just like we're around here, then I can carry on more. But yeah, and that's all gonna be over with starting next month. The end of next month probably they'll start. I don't know, this month we have to go on the 24th to meet with the nursery school teachers, and they get a health check and see what we need to get them for the nursery school. Like, I have to get them futons, have to buy them futons where they sleep in the afternoon, and bunch of bags. I remember lots of bags for this, bags for that, bags and 3 pairs of clothes, probably. I don't know, now I hear they have shoes, proper shoes. When my other boys were growing up in that stupid old nursery school, they were not allowed any shoes, socks maybe, but they get wet because now everybody's required with shoes. I'm like, carry on, good job, you learn, you progress, you develop, you evolve. Yeah, but that's about it. So just please, I'm pretty sure if you listen, future me, if you listen to this, watch this, you'll be like, yep, memories come back, yep, I remember those days long time ago. But I think it's fun. Bye.